はい、それは待って NFL21 フランチャイズモード、カーボーイズやっております。プレイステーション5版になります。今回は、2021年シーズンスーパーボールを、やっていきたいと思います。前回、カンファレンスチャンピオンシップやった際、最後の方ちょっと動画がもう切れてしまってですね、しまったんですが、一応、前の試合は34対31で、タンパベイバッカーニアーズを下して、スーパーボウルに行きました。動画は確か最後の方はフィールドゴールが決まったぐらいで終わってたかなと思います。でそのまま点数の差でなんとか、逃げ切ることができました。AFC の方は、バッファロービルズとブラウンズがチャンピオンシップを戦って、ブラウンズが来てですね、2020年シーズンと同じスーパーボウル対決になりました。カーボーイズとブラウンズになりました。ということで、やっていきたいと思います。ゲームのレベルはオールマッテンのレベルでやっております。それとゲームスライダーについては、調整を入れておりまして、このような形で調整をして、やっております。前に動画を上げてですね、それをそのまま2021年シーズンを通しでやって、それを変えるにやっております。ということで、試合に行きたいと思います。試合は1クォーター15分に設定をしておりまして、プレーの開始残り秒数を11秒からに設定をしております。ブラウンズは、まずクォーターバックはベーカー・ミズドルですね。あとランニングバックニック・チャブがいてですね、ワイドレシーバーにはオデル・ベッカム・ジュニアと、あとはジョン・ランドリーなんかもいますね。あとはディフェンスで言うと、マイルズ・ギャレットですか。強気のディフェンスレーン下にいますね。ちなみにそうですね、AT&T スタジアムはカーボーイズの本拠地で、本拠地でのスーパーボウルになりますね。今年実際に NFL でも2020年の、タンパベイがレイモンド・ジェームスタジアムの本拠地でスーパーボウルになって、勝ったという、試合でしたけど、2021年待って NFL 上ではカーボーイズの本拠地 AT&T スタジアムで本拠地開催のスーパーボウルになってますね。ブラウンズ、攻守ともにバランスよくレベル高いチームかなと思っておりますね。2020シーズンのスーパーボウルやった時も本当にギリギリの戦いだったんですけど、なんとか勝ち切ることができたんですけども、今回はどうですかね。ということでカーボーイズのキックオフになりますね。それでは試合開始になります。まずはタッチバックになりましたね。クォーターバックはメイフィールド、シーズンもいいスタッツですね。4タッチダウン、インターセプトは若干多いですけど、4330ヤード稼いでますね。
how about a guy who was a two-time walk-on, who later became a two-time Big 12 Player of the Year, has the most touchdown passes in Big 12 history with 129, a Heisman Trophy into his credit, and took his team to the college football playoff semifinal twice while at Oklahoma.
ここはナイス金堂がディフェンスタックル、ディフェンスオフェンスラインを飛び越えて行きましたね。ここはバンダイシュを取りましたね。この試合レフトエンドリバカス・ローレンスというディフェンスエンド、エクスファクターがついて素晴らしいディフェンスエンドなんですけども、怪我でプレーオフ出れてなかったんですけど、スーパーボウルで戻ってきて、こう当たりましたね。このスーパーボウルから復帰してますね。
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving. Room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Pretty effective blitz there to stop the draw play right in its tracks. And actually, when they blitz, draw play is supposed to work very well. You're supposed to have them bypass the runner, and he slips past them. But they put their eyes in the right place, took away all the creases, and slowed him down in a big way. Mayfield this time gets it off to Jones.
ここはキャブ出ましたね、バンダイシュ。
37-yard line. And they're getting him involved early. You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting. And this now 3rd and 11 after that second down completion actually went back a yard. Now Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively. And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it?
まずはファーストシーズン3アンダーを抑えましたね。
This is going to be tough going all game long. This is taken at the 18.That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over. So out come the Cowboys under head coach Mike McCarthy. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback Dak Prescott. When he came out of college, I thought his best attribute was being able to break the pocket and make plays in the open field.But watching him develop over the years, you see a guy who can stand in the pocket and deliver excellent throws into tight windows.
ギリギリ出なくて出なかったですね。まずはバスで出ましたね。マイルズ・ギャレットとでも始めますね。すごいタックルきましたね。ここもプレーアクションですけど、続きはインコンプリートか、落としましたね。
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football. Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they? Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. うわ、やっちゃったな、これ。
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
いきなりインターセプターにタッチャン、これは痛い。
6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick sixes over the history of this huge game. I remember because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans. Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints first time. Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because you know, unfortunately,
いきなりインターセプターにタッチャン食らいましたね。
Packers got it all started. The first pick six, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in 1 game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, 75 yards.
You recall them all. What a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now he's going to swing this one out to
速い。マイルズ・ギャラットですかね。めちゃくちゃ速かったですね。
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
On third down, it's Prescott.
あ、ここも落としてる。
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in. Touchdown. Nick Chubb.
いやー、痛い。
And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Nick Chubb, about as dynamic a runner as the NFL has to offer. He put his talents on full display there. That was some kind of run.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big playability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
Yeah, he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen stats. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the 1st down. Now Elliott. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. David Harrison, the one on the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Prescott from the gun. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you can do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. You're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Now they
they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Prescott now from the 50. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. Just a yard or two shy of 30. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper is intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to the QB.
Hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
1ヤードで止まってる。1打ほどありましたけどね。It's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game.
入りましたね。ギリギリ。フルバックのブーン、今年ドラフトで取った選手ですね。とりあえずワンタッチは返しましたね。
And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
I did it.
A throw over the middle, taken in. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Nice tackleでしたね。
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever.
第1クォーターが終了ですね。なかなか、さっきのインターセプトリターンタッチもちょっと痛かったですね。手が効いてんな。
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. 23 yards the pickup there.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
This will be caught at about the 5. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 3-yard line.
They go with Chubb on second down. And that'll hurt the average of it as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Browns add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now 21-7. This is Tony Pollard. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he will have the Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first down, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Mario Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll move the chains.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And a solid run
あ、ジャーウィン決勝、うわ、これ痛い。あ、ジャーウィンやばいな、これは。いや、これはかなり痛いですね。ジャーウィンいない。
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Elliott. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns 22. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They'll go with Pollard here on first down.
あ、ポラードよくありましたね、今。
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
わあ、出られない。痛いな。痛いです。ジャーウィンアウトか。
First and goal,
こ
they
れは
got to be
痛い。
thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. The give is to Elliott. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about
5ヤードゲインですね。
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw now. Prescott escaping the pressure right. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys draw it closer.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
It doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now Nick Chubb and the Browns get set for their next possession. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Not much room to run. Just gets into the 35 after showcasing his tough run. About 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Here's Mayfield.
うわー、どうだ。あ、
And he's got his man. That's
CJ ヘンダーソン振られてんなよ。
And all the way in.
あ、ランドリーか。うわー。
65 yards, and the Browns add 6 to their lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy,
ちょっとビッグプレーが多すぎますね、これはな。
blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff. They have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And Charles White touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing. It's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, You can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this
いやー、
snap?
クーパー今日落球が多いっすね。まあ、ギリギリのとこなんですけど、いやでもあれぐらいは取ってほしいな。
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back. The Browns drive about to get started. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about
Blitz coming
ここ
in
来ましたね。で、マーカス・ローレンスですね。
Baker Mayfield sacked.
So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield, Kaderl Hodge has it complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A run for Nick Chubb. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence, his 2nd sack of the night. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now.
まあ、フィールドゴールでも取りたいですね。
And talk over what to do next. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well.
得点を
And this will be taken at the 13. It's a
39 タイムアウト1回か。
And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And again, it's Prescott.
Oh, no.
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They'll throw again. Prescott. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team game over personal protection.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he finds his target, Schultz. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Prescott. Flushed out right. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Prescott yet again. And that is going to be incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And this Browns defense stands tall. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
2 yards,
2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 27-yard line.
So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season of football, but it's not over yet. One half remains to decide who's...
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
シャーウィンの代わりになりますからね、なんと頑張ってほしいですね。シーズン投げる機会もかなり多くなると思うので、まだ。
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup.
あんまりゲインなかったな。
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And that will
あ、イ
be
ンコンプリート
incomplete.
か。いや、
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a
終わっちゃいました
defender, I
ね。
know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
いやー、ちょっとなんかギリギリのパスもなかなか通らないですね。あ、でもこれはいいパンとなりました
And did he
ね。
put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Well, he's certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb.
あ、セーフティ
And
ー。
he's not gonna
来たー、ビッグプレー来ましたね。
push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
いや
You're
ー、
exactly
パ
right,
ント
partner.
が良
This
かっ
was
たで
all
す
set
ね
up。by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never
いやー、パン
happens.
トから
So
の
great call. Give the punt team and the punter
これ
some
モメンタ
love.
ムをなんとかこっち引き寄せて一気に行きたいですね。
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter
お、
doesn't
ポラ
exist,
頑張りました
guys.
ね、今。
He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up third and about 6.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Prescott. And he's got his man in stride complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. On 1st and 10, Prescott eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
A bit of an opening there on the first down as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 29. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there
ランプ
quickly
で
at the
結構
end.
出してるんです。そう、なんか
They play fake to Elliott.
あー、ダメか。
Prescott. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 21. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beef eaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. This is Elliott. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Calling an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And they'll let their fullback try to push the ball.
フルバック2つ目ですね。ショートダウン、ショートヤーデージのフルバック頑張ってもらうしかないですね、フルバック。
And that's the key to everything, right? Sometimes we try and do too many things. Just hand it to the big guy and let him go forward.
And he knocks it through. That drive alone, spanning 15 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown.
タッチダウンまで取れたので、なんとかここで抑えていきたいですね、ディフェンス。さっき頑張ったんで。
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb, and there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half, but let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in how their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. So that one will be accepted. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. And on 3rd down, down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got one complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last
ジャン
time.
プレ
Let's
ー
see
ってこういう
what
プレーア
happens
クションが
here.
決まってこないので
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott.
よーし、来た
Position on him, and he pulls it in. A gain there of 21 yards.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A first down carry by Elliott. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
相手のディフェンス65
That
番
run, Charles.
こう
No,
突
that's
破し
exactly
ま
the
す
way to
ね
execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a
も
win
う
in the
一回この
defense's
プレーアク
column.
ションが効くかなこれは
Prescott off play action.
これは厳しい
Forced out to his left. He'll try. Oh, Prescott
あ、やっちゃっ
stripped.
た
I think the Browns got it. They did.
うわーやっちゃいましたね
It's here in the
ターンオーバ
Super
ー
Bowl. You are watching the NFL
あ
on
ー
EA Sports.
やっちゃいましたねこれは
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football and be
入って
conservative.
る
He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and
タ
5.
ーンオーバー2個は大きいな
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing, Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
あ、これ
And
は
now
ス
we've
タート
got
ですか
flags
ね
down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Now Mayfield. Yeah, he's got it. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a back break. And he
Ah,
is
yeah,
into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy.
return to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. And we're at the time in the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly, trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
A first down throw for Prescott. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. To the air again, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. That catch good for only a couple. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. From the red zone now, Prescott steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. He'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. Now Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
But that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Running with Elliott. Touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
2-yard line.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott.
だから違うんですね。 とりあえずは。
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?